Hey guys, so this is the tutorial that we're going to be doing today. It's going to be Vampira. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get the tutorial started.
Hey guys, so to start out with, we're going to put a white base all over our face to pasty up our skin just a bit because you know vampires have that nice pale thing going on for them. And then we're going to contour our cheeks pretty harshly to look a little bit more gaunt and do some contouring on our nose and up on our temples. Then we're going to prime our eyes, and we're going to start with eyeshadow. I'm doing some white and a little bit of gold on the inner corner, and then using a like orangey color on the outer edge, and then putting a purple in the back and just blending it out on my brow bone a lot, and also putting some black down up there as well. And now we're going to line our eyes like normal. I'm using a black gel liner, and then just apply mascara. Now it's time for the brows, so we're going to do kind of intense brows, try to arch them pretty high, just to give that very serious look, that very stark look that we want for our vampiress. So now we're starting on our chest plate, and we're going to be doing a Victorian style chest plate. So we're going to have a little collar and a gap in the middle. And so I'm just doing the very front of my chest, and I'm outlining the shape that I want in white because it's a very easy color to cover. And then after we do that, we're just going to grab a sponge and some red paint and just fill in the two sides, the left and the right side, leaving the middle for the white that we're going to put on it later. And you just sponge it all the way to the edge, but you don't have to go up to the edge because we're going to take a paintbrush later and go back over that and clean up the edges. So then we're just going to fill in the middle with white paint up to that collar that we've made for ourselves, and then we'll get started on the details. To clean up that white line that you made, just around the edges before we start on any of the detail work. And now we're going to grab some black paint, and we're going to start by making horizontal, or no, they're going to be like slightly angled lines, and they're all going to angle from the top in the middle of the chest out, down, away from the chest, if that makes any sense. And you're going to repeat this pattern on both sides. So once that's done, we're going to create an outline around the middle of our chest plate, and then we're going to start on the opposite details, which is basically creating horizontal lines in the other direction to create this really intricate kind of looking pattern. And if you curve the lines a little bit, it will give the illusion of depth to your chest plate, which is kind of what we want. So you just do this on both sides as well. After we finish that, we're just going to create a black outline around the outer edge of the entire chest plate to clean it up, to give it an edge, because that just always makes it look so much more complete as a detail. So now we're going to start on the choker design, and it's just kind of going to be this little webbing that's similar to your vertical and horizontal angled lines on your sides. So you're just going to create a general little like gem thing down the middle part of the chain, the middle part of the necklace, and then you're going to create lines that extend to the edge of that white portion. And then just fill them in and clean them up, and then we will start shading. Woo! So you're going to want to grab some like gray eyeshadow and then just start shading around the outer edge of that white area on the middle of your chest to make it look like it's set back from the red, you know, that it's a little bit further back in terms of like it's tucked under the red. So if you're wearing a shirt, it'd be like the undershirt. And that will give it a shadow and make it look super convincing. And as a vampire, we cannot forget our blood red lipstick. So I'm using Maybelline, one of their reds, which is, they're pretty good as a cream lipstick. And then, you know, you just add details like earrings, like fangs. Those are scarecrow fangs. They're some of the best fangs that I've found for like a decent normal price. You can mold them to your teeth custom. And then I'm just using some vampire blood from the costume store and putting it on the end of a brush. So not on the brush end, but on the back end of like a plastic brush thing, because it will ruin your brush, but you just drip it down your chin. And that's the completed look, guys. I hope you like it and have a very safe Halloween.